episode of Wasted Opinions. Today we're going to be talking about some of our favorite Saturday morning cartoons. Could be from when we were kids, could be
recent.
Probably
not, because we haven't watched that, but okay.
And it'll be really interesting because even though I grew up in a small town, these two grew up in a village.
No, I didn't.
No, it's not a village.
I was on a farm.
I
was on a farm, actually.
Well, yeah, we didn't grow
Hamlet,
up.
not even a hamlet, you know.
Hamlets are smaller than villages, by the way.
Small town.
Not a town.
Here we go.
Hey, you.
Let's just forget about this.
And go. Okay, whatever. It's,
I mean, let's start off one that we all liked.
Shots.
And introductions.
Introductions.
Forget our fucking show.
Now you can see the magic that we do. You gotta show together.
All right, start off with the show with these first.
Apple pie and moonshine again.
Yep.
Oh, it's delicious stuff though. It's like butter.
I don't know.
All right. Since these guys are so whiny.
What's your name?
I am MussKeg. To my left is.
Haven't you noticed that I'm a star? Coming into view as the world is turning. Haven't you noticed I made it this far? Now everyone can see me burning. I'm LewisLightning.
Is that Adventure Time things?
No, Steven Universe.
We are now out of time.
Yeah, it's like 20 seconds.
I'm CountryBoy, by the way. I don't have an intro like that.
Spend more time talking about the difference between a hamlet and
Yeah.
a village.
Whatever, it was a fucking
Next week's
Get
episode.
over it.
Hamlets, villages, and towns. What's the difference? Find out.
We'll get a lot of notes on a lot of views. Okay. So why don't we talk about maybe one of the first ones that we
Just mention whatever you
Ninja
fucking
Turtles,
watch,
right? Ninja Turtles is the classic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Grew up on Ninja Turtles. I think everybody had their favorite.
I think anybody that is our age, maybe a little bit older even, they watch the same Ninja Turtles episodes.
The same Ninja Turtles.
Same shows we did.
Even nowadays, there's Ninja Turtles on TV for new fans to watch.
Exactly.
They liked pizza. They liked kung fu fighting, and they had shells.
You know, the only thing I could really say that would separate it from, I guess, a lot of modern day cartoons is that Ninja Turtles is a bunch of boys and they're doing all kind of guy shit. Maybe there's not enough girl influence.
True. April O'Neil was the only.
But you could say the opposite for like My Little Pony. So it's fair.
But yeah, their biggest fan base are bronies, which are guys in their 30s.
Okay. Well then, whatever. The
Even
Monster High.
Even though it's set for fucking like young girls.
The point is, it was a very good show for boys, you know, preteen boys and stuff to watch.
It was
feeling
Mutant Ninja Turtles beating up guys every week. It was awesome.
It's ninjas, it's mutants, it's pizza eating.
Oh yeah.
It's fun. It's just
the same checklist I had.
yeah.
That was one of our shows, anyways.
But what like when you guys had to crank up the power at your house to watch a show?
I know. It was hard.
What would you get? Like, what would be a Saturday?
Ninja Turtles was one of them. Obviously, it was the obvious one that we watched. But I would say like I didn't have it at home because I didn't have YTV or Teletoon or Cartoon Network. But anytime I visited either my cousins in town and my babcha grandma, what was it called? I would watch the '90s SpiderMan. I loved SpiderMan.
Oh yeah, radioactive spider blighter. Yeah. Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite shows, and it sucked because I didn't watch it week to week, so I was always like behind the storylines.
That was right around when like XMen was out too.
Yeah,
and they were serious. They were almost kind of serious cartoons, if you will.
Yeah, they were. I watched SpiderMan more than X-Men, but I did watch X-Men as well too. I'm obviously, but I liked both of those shows, and I liked when they mixed them together.
That was a cool episode. That was when
Spider-Man
was having a hard time controlling. He was turning into a spider.
He had like the 6 arms and the legs. Yeah, it was. And there was one with like Wolverine and him. They had a fight and stuff like that. It was pretty sweet. Yeah. Pretty sweet crossover.
Now, I don't want to say this is my favorite, but I'm kind of working this back from my earliest memories. If you guys have heard of a show called My Pet Monster.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
I think so.
It was like just the cusp of my monster.
Was that where we had to turn the monsters upside down in order? Oh no, that's a different.
No, he had like handcuffs for him.
Oh,
you put the handcuffs on the monster and they turned back into a toy. It was like a little toy he had.
He was this little like pet toy. Yeah, the handcuffs came off, but he became the monster. And there was this other monster that was
from a different universe or something.
Yeah, it was like a portal and stuff like that.
And they would chase them and stuff, and it was so weird.
It was weird as shit. But I loved that show. It was a good show. Good callback.
I want to throw out some just to see if any of these stick with you guys as having seen them. Mummy's Alive.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
That was a good show. I like that one.
What was it? Just quickly. A lot of that was.
It was like a kid discovered these pharaohs, and they each,
and there was more than one mummy.
Yeah, they would each like, turn into some sort of. Okay. There's 4 of them.
Maybe
more
like the big guy had no arm.
On,
the big guy was when he wasn't in his superhero form had no arm.
Yeah, they were like superhero mummies. Exactly. That's basically what they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't my favorite, but I was just curious.
No.
All these are popping in my head because there were so many neat ones. What about
Mighty Max?
Mighty Max was on the toys. Another toy.
I had the toys. I didn't really watch the show, but I know there was one.
No, the mummy one reminded me of Mighty Max because I think it came around the same time.
What about, you ever see one called Bots Master or something like that? Okay.
No.
See?
See,
all these.
We grew up on farms.
Yeah, no. See, I had Disney afternoon, so.
Yes.
One of my favorites was Darkwing Duck.
Oh,
that was something I was going to bring up.
Nice.
Launchpad.
Darkwing Duck.
Exactly.
I never really watched DuckTales, which is kind of how this show became a spin-off of some sort.
Because that's where Launchpad came from. He was on DuckTales. I love DuckTales too. That was before this.
Yeah. Darkwing Duck I loved. I never really cared a whole lot for DuckTales. I appreciate what it did, but
I'm going
DuckTales.
If you had the choice between the two,
DuckTales was the Indiana Jones.
I actually want to watch the new DuckTales.
DuckTales was the Indiana Jones of like the Disney Duck shows, whereas Darkwing Duck was like the Batman of the animated cartoons.
I'm not saying DuckTales is bad. If you had the choice between the two, I'm gonna go with Darkwing Duck.
I would too.
Dude, they're both close for me. I love both of them so much.
What about Gargoyles? Did you guys?
Gargoyles?
I know you were gonna say I hated it, but I remember it.
Oh shit!
Goliath was mine.
I was gonna say.
No, you're a guy.
It's probably
Goliath was mine.
Goliath was the guy.
Oh yeah.
One of the more serious shows they had was Disney Saturday Afternoon.
It was
because
there was death in that show.
You're more of a Hudson.
No, I
can't remember Hudson.
Goliath.
I remember there was like a small.
You're more of a Bronx.
Yeah, there was the Bronx was the dog. Brooklyn was like the guy that looked like a pterodactyl.
Brooklyn.
There was like a small, scrawnier one.
Yes, he was.
Lexington?
Lexington.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't remember their names.
Yeah, because they were all in our streets in New York.
It doesn't even remember, but you say that doesn't remind me at all.
Yeah.
I liked,
Goliath.
Back in the day I probably hated her, but now I like that chick gargoyle who wasn't really.
She was.
Hey, we need a girl.
She was an anti-hero. She worked for the bad guys, but she was also on the gargoyle side sometimes.
Right. But as a kid, I didn't like her. Now I'm like, I like
their
her.
heads are gonna blow up. Beast Wars.
I loved Beast Wars.
Yeah, I watched it a lot.
I liked it. I actually liked it. Again, I had to go to my cousin's place or to my buddy's.
Do you remember though? I don't know if you remember this show. One of the thing was they were trying to reach out and find more robots, and pods would land from space. And what would happen was what were they called? They weren't the Autobots. They were.
I don't know.
Okay, the good guys and the bad guys.
The Autobots were more so the animals, whereas the Decepticons were the dinosaurs.
Or insects.
Yeah.
Because there's a Squirlock and the...
Squirlock.
Anyways, there was a race...
Making up names.
No,
I don't remember the names, but...
Anyways, there was a race to get to the pods because the first one there could turn him into either a good guy or a bad guy. And I remember... Like one time there was this white tiger guy who everybody raced to get, and he came in Rat Trap or
there was a rat.
He was one of the main characters.
Rat Trap. Yeah,
I remember
Optimus was the gorilla with the double shot.
Yeah, I loved Optimus because he was the gorilla.
There was a rhino, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And then there was a cheetah. The cheetah was my favorite. But he's like Bumblebee, right?
Cheetor.
Basically,
yeah. But he was
Megatron was a T-Rex.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Starscream was a pterodactyl. Sorry.
So you brought up one of the more recent, like it was like a kind of early 3D shows.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up another one. Reboot. Oh my goodness. That is such an awesome concept. You were these characters inside a computer.
I was gonna say I hated this show, but I like the concept. I hated this show. Recently, me and my brother were talking about if there was a shows that you wanted to reboot, what would it be? He's like reboot.
Yeah. It is such an awesome concept.
Enzo was like an adult, and Enzo's this badass.
He lost the eye in that last match.
He's got like the
Fuck, that was good.
pirate earring, and
I always thought
it got intense. It started off as a kid's show. It got fucking adult. It got intense.
I loved how it was. If you look into it, it was like so computer centric. Like, did you ever realize? Hexadecimal was creepy, but I was gonna say, did you ever realize that all the civilians there? That they were like either rectangular cubes or circles. They were ones and zeros.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just like
they were
oh my
bits. They were like bits and like dot. Like,
and how could you forget Mike TV?
Like, holy shit! It was an intelligent show actually, but just the fact that they were like, these programs. They were programs, and then a incoming game, and
I was gonna say
they would be the bots in the game.
It could be
fighting the user.
So wild.
The Dungeons and Dragons one was so.
That's
funny.
what I was gonna say. It could be so wild because sometimes it could be Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes it could be like a sports game.
I remember the Dungeons and Dragons is funny because Bob, who's always the leader, Bob's character is the thief, and he's like missing a tooth, and he's like, "What?" And Mike the TV's the leading warrior.
It's like so backwards. But it was a really good show. I really wanted them to reboot.
What about Samurai Pizza Cats? Did you guys see that one? No?
Yeah. Anywho. I don't think we've ever seen that one.
I was gonna throw one out here.
You haven't said one in a while.
Beetlejuice. If you guys remember that, I love that show.
I did.
You know, it's really weird. As a kid, I loved the movie and the TV show. Now watching the movie as an adult, I'm like, as a kid, I probably shouldn't have liked this as much as I did because it's kind of adult.
It is more adult. Okay, that's another one. We'll get to you. We're still talking about Beetlejuice. Thank you very much.
I was really trying to get past Beetlejuice.
You don't like
Beetlejuice as the show?
As the show? You didn't like the show.
Oh, what I did hate about the show was a fucking spider. With she had the high heels.
Man, I forgot all about that till just now.
I hate her so much. She's like, anyway, she's just loud and has big lips. Oh, I did not like her.
But like in the movie, Beetlejuice is like an enemy. But in the cartoon, I was like, I enjoyed everything he did, and I didn't see him as a bad guy.
He's basically just trying to have fun. He's a good guy trying to have fun.
And I always loved his fear of those worms.
Yeah,
it's just so terrifying.
Sandworms. Yeah,
and that was always a threat in the show. Like they'd be like. They'd open up this portal like, we'll send you through this doorway, and there's just the giant worms waiting for it.
I like the show. Sorry, what was yours there?
I don't remember.
Mr. MussKeg.
Was it a Samurai Pizza Cats?
No, it was something else.
You said something else. I like the show you said too.
Yeah.
It's too bad because now you're gonna forget it.
Yeah, I forgot it already.
Oh, what the fuck?
I think I left it. I lost it.
I remember. Yeah, he said something good.
We'll get back to it.
Okay, well, you know what I'm gonna say. My next one is it's not even a cartoon, but it was Saturday morning. You would watch it. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, of course. Actually, it wasn't Saturday morning. It was usually in the evenings.
It was something I didn't catch either.
I don't know. YTV was always like
it was Saturday.
It was part of their evening. Like
I never really caught it unless I was on my cousin's.
Oh, I always got it on Saturday morning.
I love Power Rangers. I mean,
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Tommy.
Yeah.
Best Ranger ever.
I like Red Ranger. The original. Well, the American series. Jason. Yeah.
Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
Mastodon.
Missing a finger.
Fucking dragon. Can't beat a dragon.
Yeah, and his choke.
Dragons don't exist.
The best part was Tommy's choke.
Dinosaurs are real. Dragons fucked.
Yeah, but why are dinosaurs mixing with mastodons and fucking?
Well, it was just like anything before.
Doesn't make any
before
sense.
Humans.
I've said it before, and I'm not telling the story, but I was tricked into liking.
I know
Zach. So.
I think you would like the new movie. I'm telling you right now.
I will watch it.
I think he would like it. I don't know about you because you're hit and miss, but
What about? Did you guys ever watch Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
I did see some episodes. I loved the video game a lot. I played that a lot.
The game was fun.
I never liked either.
Oh really?
You never liked? You have seen it though.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it.
They stretched your mind.
If it was educational though, that's the big thing for me. Was that it's an educational show.
A little Sailor Moon action.
I know people have watched it. I didn't like it.
I'm not gonna knock it. I kind of watched it a bit.
I put it on because it was on before the shows I wanted to watch, so I'd watch it.
That's one of the anime shows I did watch a little bit of, and I'm not an anime guy.
I would hang out with some girls and they would watch it, but I don't remember, and like it confused me, and it's still to this day I'm confused by it. So.
I got one.
Okay, go.
Back to Disney Afternoon. Tailspin.
Oh, I thought of that. I never liked it a lot. No.
Oh, I thought
Becky is a bitch.
Becky's a bitch for sure. But I really liked how they brought the Jungle Book into like a big like a sail airplane.
I got it confused with DuckTales. Tailspin.
Oh no, Tailspin with Baloo.
Yeah. I was gonna say
That was I love that show.
I love
Louis in a bar.
They introduced that. I don't know if he's a coyote or a dingo of the sky pirate.
Yeah, he was like pirates.
Was cool, but in the intro they always showed like Shere Khan at one point. He was like a guy in a suit.
He was very little in there.
And I was like, show me more of this.
No, he was very rare.
I know, but I want to see more of him. He was so threatening in Jungle Book.
That's the thing. I think he was kind of like the emperor.
Do you remember?
Whereas he was like the big head chief, bad guy, and then the other guys were like his lackeys, all the other bad guys.
Do you remember there was a like an Arctic place? And I remember one episode sticks in my head that him and the little girl had to build a plane out of ice, and they flew it back to wherever they were from.
That makes sense.
No, have you seen that one? I remember that.
I don't remember.
So
it. I don't
stupid.
remember.
Before I forget these ones, tell me if you've seen either of these. Cowboys from Moo
I
Mesa.
heard of it, haven't seen it.
Okay. Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, of
Obviously,
course.
yes.
There you go.
Dude, come
I
on.
think they were in Disney after.
They were for a bit. They were also their own.
I was always a
thing.
Chip fan, more so.
I'm
Dale.
Chip. I'm Dale.
They had the best intro. Chippendale.
Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale.
You had a speech impediment.
And
Yeah.
the bad guy was Fat
Great
Cat.
video game too.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was.
Fat Cat was the bad
Oh,
guy. Yeah.
excellent. Actually, you hear that they're actually doing a movie. Doing a movie on Chippendale Rescue
I
Rangers.
have not heard that.
I heard this recently. They're doing a movie on Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Like, it's gonna be like a live action one, but they'll be still cartoonish. They'll be cartoon, obviously.
Real nice.
Yeah. Well, they're actually shit.
Do you guys?
Well, yeah, sorry. Well, not
the-
Gadget.
Yeah, Gadget and the dude that likes cheese.
He's
the
a
big
rat.
fat dude.
He's a
Oh,
rat.
he's a rat? Was he? That's why he's
yeah,
so big.
yeah.
Okay. that makes sense.
Monterey Jack.
Monterey Jack. Yeah.
Yes. So what was the flea's name?
I want to say it's not like Spar or something like that.
No,
Specs. but,
No, I don't think so.
something like that.
No,
I'm not saying it is.
He's a fly.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
they call him like something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw something newer out here.
Okay.
Adventure Time, if you've seen it.
I don't even know the
Oh.
concept of it. Nope.
No, it's. I mean, it's not a Saturday morning cartoon, but it is a good cartoon that is out there. It is just wacky and wild. It makes no sense, but it is fucking.
Well,
I mean, it does have sort of some laws that it follows. It does make sense.
I'm gonna say that on first viewing, the first couple episodes, you might think that it's just weird and wacky, but still fun. But if you look deeper into it, it's got so much. Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic world.
And there's actually a continuous story
Is
to
it
it,
a
which
kids
is
show
cool.
or is it an adult show?
It's something. It's a kid show.
Both. No, honestly, both. It can be both.
It's a kid show that an adult can appreciate.
Absolutely. It is actually a really cool show. You turned me on to it, and it's actually pretty cool.
Really?
Card Wars episode.
That's one of my favorites.
Thank
yeah.
you. This is all I'm
Did
gonna
you see the
say.
Card Wars 2 episode?
Is that the one where they play in like a tournament?
Yeah.
I want
yeah.
to. I've seen bits and pieces.
Oh,
but I haven't
okay.
seen the whole thing.
Anyways. What else you got?
I have the game.
And I'm thinking here, you guys throw something out.
Okay.
There's like so many. Like one of the ones that I know you guys don't know this, but if you asked me as a kid, my favorite cartoon of all time. Well, not all time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs was actually an anime, but I didn't know it at the time that it was an anime. Was probably one of my favorite. It was about these basically people that traveled through space in like cowboy times.
Oh yeah.
And they would vanquish the Outriders, who were these robots, obviously, so they could shoot them. And then at the end of every episode, there was always a battle where their ship turned into a giant robot
mech or something.
robot cowboy
Yeah.
who would fight against other robot called desperados, was what they were calling them. We got desperados on the moon, on the horizon.
That sounds awesome.
Challenge mode engaged. Yeah, and my favorite character wasn't the leader. Fireball was a former race car driver. He would always get to push the big red button. And it was always the same sequence, I noticed. It's funny, whenever they did the transform sequence, it was always the same.
Repeat. Yeah, it's always the same thing.
Anyways, yeah.
One thing I was gonna say is, we're probably a little bit young for it, but like G.I. Joes and Transformers.
I've never really seen.
That's the
those.
thing. Like, I know.
I saw
I've
the movie, the G.I. Joe movie cartoon.
I've seen both of those shows.
Yeah.
But it never really appealed to me. I was always too young at the time, right?
Yeah.
So those are two things. Like, I'm pretty sure people are expecting us to say those shows, but we just came after that wave, right?
My brother was big. He had all the Transformers.
I'm gonna throw something into yours real quick. I was gonna cover it myself, but it kind of falls into G.I. Joe in my opinion. Was the Ghostbusters cartoon, which I am now watching now.
The real Ghostbusters.
The real Ghostbusters cartoon. No, actually, no, the other one.
Yeah, not the other one.
No, I've been
an
watching
ape.
it.
with the blonde Egon. So
Yeah,
like
the swirl.
Like a cone coming out or something weird.
Yeah, the one based on the fucking movie.
I've been watching that recently because I'd always used to go to my cousins. They had the action figures and Beyond sometimes. I was like,
I had
this
when
is
they actually
cool.
you'd squeeze their legs and their mouth would drop.
Yes,
their eyes would
that's
pop up.
exactly it. You squeeze their legs.
Yes.
Which is weird because they're never afraid of the ghosts in the show.
No.
Yeah, no, it makes
But,
sense.
I had one of the toys you could get for Ghostbusters. Like I had the trap and I had the
that's cool
backpack
too.
and
Oh, my cousins had that. It was so awesome. You would like shine a light on the wall and it'd be like a ghost.
It would,
okay.
The proton.
I
remember that.
I know it was like a
I've
big Nerf stick that.
Oh no, the one they
that-
had, it was like a dark green.
remember
You'd
we
shine a
talked
light
about
on the wall and it'd be like a ghost
Ghost.
that you like chasing with the.
I didn't have that one.
It was
no.
cool.
But watching it now, man, the animation gets really poor at times.
Yeah.
And Slimer is a dick. But what I was going to say, I'm going to throw another modern one. Again, not really a Saturday morning thing. But my intro, Steven Universe. Yeah, have you seen it at all?
I have not. I
Yeah.
know they have these gems in their belly buttons or something. That's all.
Not
I know.
all of them. He does.
Okay,
But
that's all I've seen.
I feel like it's really like progressive. That they cover a lot of more modern issues, but they don't. It's kind of like they cover it, but they don't just put it in your face, you know. And there's kind of relationships that are like lesbians because all the gems are women.
So are you sure this is a kid show?
Oh,
It
Earthworm
is.
Jim was the one I said.
Oh,
Earthworm
yeah.
Jim.
Yes.
Never really saw it.
No, really. The cartoon.
it was good.
It was good.
I still remember. I laughed so hard at this
It
one
is-
scene where he pushed the button and his rocket would show up. There's one episode where he's with his dog partner and he's like, "All right, here we go," and he hits the button and it doesn't come. And I think I've mentioned this before to you, but and he's like, "What the hell's going on?" He pushes it, it's not working. Jamming it like this, and then all of a sudden it cuts back to their house and their garage doors just going.
What was the deal with his dog partner? I remember he was
Yeah,
like
if he got angry,
pup.
if you scared him,
Then you get
you would get like huge and.
Well, why would he do that? Was he a mutant? That's what
Yeah,
I.
he's an
don't
alien.
know.
He was an alien.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all aliens. Couple that I throw out that I know you guys heard
No,
of.
no, I was saying more to
Street
Earthworm Jim.
Shark.
Okay. I was gonna.
Street
Okay,
Sharks.
can I just say
Dude,
this? We'll
I
get
was gonna
back.
say that.
Okay,
Fuck.
Earthworm
Yes,
Jim
thanks
then.
for reminding me.
Earthworm Jim then. Sorry, I didn't want to have another Earthworm Jim moment where I forgot.
No. I was gonna say with Earthworm Jim. I honestly I like the show because it was just as crazy as the video game. Which what I'm wondering is which came first? Is the video game based on the show or the show based on the
I
video
think the
game?
video game came first, and then the
Because
movie
I know
came
everybody
out.
praises the video game, so I'm assuming it was the game.
I'm pretty sure. it was the
Earthworm
game
Jim
first.
was also in Play Fighters. If you're,
Very good game.
I haven't
really.
done
Good.
I would say very shitty game, but
Oh,
When I was a kid, I liked it. See, I played it since.
I know you just said Street Stars.
Yes.
I was about to say like shows that kind of ripped off the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle tangent.
Street Sharks
Yeah.
definitely.
Street Sharks
That was
totally
something to
did that. I was
point
gonna say it. I watched the show. I liked it. I really
My
liked
favorite
it.
was the Blue Shark. I liked him. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't know
We'll
which
look it
shark
up
was
after, I'll
which,
say the one.
honestly, but yeah,
What about
I liked the show.
Yeah.
Plus the biker mouse from Mice from Mars.
yeah.
That was another one that was
I
kind of
really
rip
saw
off
Yeah.
of the Ninja Turtles. There was a few shows that
I
did
liked.
that.
I think it was Moto. He was the one with the robot arm that had like the.
I honestly-
patch and he, yeah.
I watched maybe a handful of the episodes. I'm sorry.
Like maybe two here.
Well, guy with the robot arm sticks out. He's main character.
Okay, cool.
He's one of the biker mice from Mars.
Anyway, sorry. That's all I wanted to say.
No,
about
no,
those
yeah,
shows.
they did have and those shows didn't last. They didn't have the longevity that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had.
Yeah,
No.
no, that's true.
I think those shows are created just for toys. They did the opposite of what.
Yeah,
Teenage
they made the
Mutant Ninja
show.
Turtles-
They're like, hey, let's have some toys.
Now, so then we're like, oh, this works great. So let's have some shows and then create toys out of them for the kids.
Yeah. Though I did like Street Sharks just because they looked fucking badass.
They were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
The
kinda-
one had like fucking rollerblades.
Yeah, that's the one I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The design almost kind of is like the Battletoads when you have the.
Man.
That was a game, but.
I know,
Yeah,
but I was
speaking of
saying,
rip-offs,
why
yeah.
didn't Battletoads ever get a show?
They should have, really.
Yeah.
Rash, Zit, and Pimple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know. We could go on, but there's a lot of great shows out there, a lot of memories for these. I mean, I guarantee you can probably go back and watch half these shows and maybe they aren't quite.
Might
as
not hold
good
up as well.
As well.
Yeah.
But as kids, yeah, they.
So yeah, just wrapping up. Why don't we tell? Where can everybody find you?
I'm CountryBoy_9 on Twitch and on PSN. On Twitter, if you want to find me, it's John Cleta.
I am LewisLightning. You can find me on Twitch as the LewisLightning every once in a while.
And I am MussKeg. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN.
Radical dudes.
Yeah, I want some cereal.